The aviation industry wants you to believe that you fly a jet if you're serious about flying and you've made it. A Gulfstream, a reference, something that screams at 45,000 feet with 2 turbine engines. However, the extremely wealthy pilots are secretly aware of this. These days, some of the most advanced, competent, and simply intelligent aircraft in the sky aren't jets at all. They are turboprops. They may also be more intelligent than everything else up there. Number 7. Piper M600/S LS speed 274 knots, range 1,484 nautical miles. Seat 6, price $3.4 million. Let's start with something truly amazing. The Piper M600/SLS has Halo in addition to autopilot, life-saving operations at high altitudes. The scenario is as follows. The pilot is rendered incapable at high altitudes. What takes place? In a plane? Disaster. Within the M600, a traveler hits the one button. After locating the closest appropriate airport, the aircraft descends, lands on its own, and broadcasts on emergency frequencies. Science fiction is not what this is. This $3.4 million turboprop can perform tasks that jets that cost 3 times as much cannot. The Pratt & Whitney PT-6A, the most dependable aircraft engine ever produced, powers it. Nearly flawless safety record for more than 60 years. How much does burning cost? The engine costs about $130 per hour. A jet of light? Try $400 or more. Number 6. Daher TBM 960, the jet that forgot. It wasn't a jet speed, 330 knots range, 1,730 nautical miles. Seats 6, price $4.7 million. At 330 knots, the TBM 960 is the world's fastest single-engine turboprop. For short to medium missions, that is jet speed, not slow jet speed. The 960 has the entire Garmin G3000 avionics suite with auto throttle, which is where it becomes truly brilliant. Give it instructions, and it will take care of power, altitude, speed, and descent profiles on its own. It almost takes off on its own. The engine uses dual-channel full authority digital engine control, or FADEC, to operate the PT-6E. When you press the power lever, the computer takes care of the rest. It cannot be over-torqued. It cannot be overheated. Nearly impossible to break. For operators in the United States, leave a 2,800-foot grass strip in a Montana rural area. 4 hours later, I reached Teterboro. More than 4,500 feet of pavement are required for a similar light jet. That makes the TBM 96. Oh, laugh. Number 5, Pilatus PC-12 NGX, the Swiss Army knife of aviation. Speed 290 knots, range 1,845 nautical miles. Seats 9 plus price $5.9 million. The Pilatus PC-12 NGX is a full-size luxury SUV that maneuvers like a sports car if the TBM is a sports car. A stand-up cabin can accommodate 9 people. There is 6 feet of headroom, a cabin door, not a hatch. It touches down on snow, grass, gravel, and dirt. Swiss mountain airports and isolated Alaskan bush communities are frequently served in the same week. The NGX upgrade included a redesigned interior, synthetic vision, and Honeywell Primus Apex avionics. Nothing is wasted thanks to Swiss engineering. Economics? Owners routinely report operating costs ranging from 70 cents to $1.20 per nautical mile. A Phenom 300 aircraft? $2.50 to $3.50. The same goal, the same airports. That difference saves more than $2 million over a 10-year period. Not less expensive, better. Number 4. Cessna Denali, the next-gen game-changer. Speed 285 knots, range 1,600 nautical miles. Seats 9, price $4.8 million estimated. This is for those who are forward-thinking. The single-engine turboprop rulebook has been rewritten by the recently introduced Cessna Denali. Why? Because it's the first aircraft in production to use the GE Catalyst engine, which is the most fuel-efficient turboprop engine ever produced for this class and has a clean sheet design. Fan blades made of composite materials. Complete FADEC. With 110 cubic feet of pressurized space, the cabin leads its class. A level floor. Windows similar to those on an airplane. Additionally, this aircraft automatically resists unusual attitudes thanks to the G3000 NXI avionics with ESP, or Electronic Stability Protection. Constructed in the United States, American approved. The majority of private pilots in the United States fly medium-distance, small airport missions that prioritize flexibility over speed. Jets are not a rival to the Denali. For 80% of missions, it renders jets unnecessary. Number 3. Beechcraft King Air. 3.6 the legend that won't die. Speed 312 knots, range 1,806 nautical miles. Seats 8 to 11, price $8.5 million. Since 1964, the King Air has been produced continuously. Consider that. The King Air endured while innumerable aircraft came and went. Not out of sentimentality, because its mission is truly unbeatable. Collins Fusion avionics, or situational awareness comparable to that of a fighter jet, is included in the 360 version. Traffic, ADS-B, weather radar, terrain tracking, and synthetic vision are all combined into a single, user-friendly display. 2 engines, PT-6A-60A. In an emergency, each can manage the entire aircraft load. Redundancy defined correctly. What about ownership economics? A 20-year-old King Air is still worth between 40 and 50%. A light jet that is 20 years old? 10% at times. It is trusted by the military. It is used by the CIA. Variants are flown by Amazon Air. When companies that truly cannot afford mechanical failure select your aircraft, that's a performance evaluation that no marketing budget can purchase. Number 2. Viking Air DHC-6 Twin Otter 400. The Airport Whisperer. Speed 182 knots, range 915 nautical miles. Seats 19, price $7.5 million. This one caught you off guard, but listen to me. No jet on Earth can match the capabilities of the Twin Otter Series 400. A minimum of 1,000 feet of runway is needed. It's not a typo. Gravel, grass, water with floats, snow with skis, 1,000 feet of anything. The Maldives are served by it. It links isolated villages in Alaska. It operates at Nepal's 14,000-foot mountain airports. Idaho, Montana, Colorado, and Alaska form the backbone of backcountry America. The Series 400 introduced complete glass cockpit avionics to an analog platform. Ergonomics for modern pilots. Contemporary safety measures. Ancient capacity. Only about 3% of American airports allow your private jet to land. The Otter Twin. About 97%. In reality, which aircraft is more intelligent? Number 1. Pilatus PC-24. The aircraft that broke the category speed. 440 knots, range 2,000 nautical miles. Seats 10 to 11, price $10.9 million. To be clear, the PC-24 is a jet. 2 FJ44 turbofans from Williams. However, Pilatus used a turboprop sole to construct it. It uses 2,690-foot runways to operate. Strips without pavement, grass, gravel. Its cargo door is about the size of a small SUV hatch. The floor of the cabin is flat, converts between rolls in hours, and can be configured as a commuter, VIP transport, cargo hauler, or medevac. Pilatus said, "What if we just built the best aircraft regardless of engine type?" In response to the fictitious conflict between turboprops and jets. You are not asked to make concessions by the PC-24. It does not require you to choose between speed and versatility, between jet comfort and bush capability, or between range and runway flexibility. For operators in the United States, it opens short fields in the Northeast, private strips in Montana, and mountain airports in Colorado, all while traveling to Miami in a single day at 440 knots at flight level 450. That isn't a turboprop outperforming a jet. That is the triumph of aviation intelligence over aviation tribalism. The aviation sector does not want the following to become popular on YouTube. The aircraft with the strongest engines isn't the smartest. It's the one that delivers you to your destination at the appropriate time, for less money, with greater dependability, and from more airports. That argument is won by turboprops, just once. Do the math before you fall for the jet badge, regardless of whether you fly privately, charter, or working toward ownership. The pilots with real aviation experience? A large number of them are piloting turboprops. Please let us know which of these 7 you would fly. Tell us which turboprop you are currently flying and why. If this video altered your perspective on airplanes, you might like it. Subscribe. Each week we delve deeply into aviation intelligence. Additionally, press the bell because the upcoming video will cause even more discomfort for jet pilots. I'll see you up there.